All right, what's up, Chris? It is draft day. It's a crazy day. Been a long, long day. But yes, we are ready. We're going to cut it right open, and then we'll do the rundown. I don't have the list written down. I want to just go ahead and come up here and get started, so I'll just read it right off my phone. I don't know all the names. I'm sure you guys know way better than I do, but I know some of them, and I have my list, the website that I like to use. I've used it for years now, but it's really great for Bowman releases. This is case 1 of 2, and for those that missed it, we will be ripping both cases tonight. A snack, that's awesome, dude. I hope we find a snack pack tonight. I like the snack packs way better than the pearl packs. Alrighty, let's go. Alright, make sure I got break 1. Alright, break 1. We got Lee Toney, Arizona. Drew Burke, Atlanta. Scott McKenty, Baltimore. Glenn Nickerson, Boston. Chris Collins, Cubs. Matthew Beninatto, White Sox. Chris Collins, Cincinnati. Cody Kovac, Cleveland. Justin Pierce, Colorado. Eric Buchanan, Detroit. Beninatto, Houston. Nelson Quiles, Kansas City. Dominic, Angels. Matt Shelby, Dodgers. Gary, Miami. Matt Deswarte, Milwaukee. Gary, Minnesota. Dominic, New York Mets. Sean Finney, Yankees. Dominic, Oakland. Matt Shelby, Philly. David Reichs, Pitt. Chris Meehan, San Diego. Lance, San Francisco. Zach Stiles, Seattle. Steve Englert, St. Louis. Richard Delgado, Tampa Bay. Mike Formick, Texas. Sean Klink, Toronto and Washington. And all the paper goes to Gary. Let's get started. We are going to break both of them. I think this might be... it hasn't been crazy long amount of time since I've been doing the Monday post, I don't think. But I think this might be the first time, because usually I do a Monday on big new releases. I'll do a Monday post and a Tuesday post, and we'll break the Monday one on Wednesday and the Tuesday one on Thursday. I think this might be the first time where we got them both filled on Wednesday, and I am pumped. Really, really pumped. Like, you guys, the first case was lights out, super fast. Second case was not as fast, but we definitely got it done. But by breaking both tonight instead of one tonight, one tomorrow, that means nothing, Drew. We're on box 1. That means tomorrow night I get the night off thanks to you guys. So huge shout out there. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Weideman, Walton, Gage Wood, Richardson, Davelin, Billy Carlson. Refractors, Caminiti and Elian Pena. All the paper. And Mason Neville, purple chrome auto right off the start. Cincinnati, Mason Neville. So the website that I use, Prospect Live, they give every player a ranking as well. So Mason Neville so they rank it tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 0. There's very few tier 1s. So this is a tier 3, which means he's a chance at a prospect. Yeah, he's their second prospect. Mason Neville on the purple. We'll take a color hitter all day. Morris, Becker, George Lombard, prize prospect. That's an interesting one. Oliveto and Millar. I think I need to start taking out the paper as I'm opening the packs. That'll help us. Cody Miller, Viderek, of course. There's an Eli Willits base. Caleb Lies. Shores and Ianson on the refractors. So I'm putting everything in piles as we go. All the paper goes in a pile. All the first inserts, refractors goes in a different pile for sleeving up. We got a Jordan Yost on the, I'm going to call it pink. It looks pink. Pink Reptilian. That is their first round draft pick. Yes. They were right behind the paper just then. So actually that means I don't need to take out the paper because then I'll show it. Jordan Yost, Pink Reptilian to 199. Carmichael, Frey, Livingston, Dean Moss. We got a Caminiti on the light blue, which are not numbered. Namala and Kusal on the refractors. So yeah, if I take... Oh, look, we just grabbed it, and there's a Colin Yeeman on the gold to 50 for Baltimore. I think that's Mike. Gotta get my list up since I didn't write it down. Baltimore. No, that's Scott. Sorry. Scott McKenty. Scott McKenty. Baltimore on the gold. The hits are all on top at the beginning. Sailors on the X-Fractor. Hodge, Raynell. Fine Refractor, that's a nice one. Kelly Refractor. Alright, paper. Evanson, Millar, Flores, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Billy Carlson, Matt Barr, and J.J. Weatherholt are the refractors. We got an Aiden West blue color match for the Dodgers. That will be Matt Shelby, Aiden West. Ebel, Guzman, Arnold, Fouch, Franklin, Hugus, Ebel, Lugo, and Griffin refractors. Yeah, typically they don't put the autos with the paper, but it looks like they did this year. And Brandon Compton, Miami. That's going to Gary. Second rounder for Miami. We want the color autos, though. Brandon Compton. We'll take hitters, though. Any hitter. Killen, Witherspoon, Thomas, Quentin Young refractor, and Max Williams. It's related to what? Delman Young, was it? All the paper. And we got a Dean Curley on the light sky blue for Cleveland. That's to 499. I couldn't find the numbering for a second. Cody, paper color. Sailors, Owens, Shores, Oliveto, Nyans, Youngerman, and Dickerson refractors. Fleming, Root, Fine, Barr, Kilby, Obermueller, and Sailors on the refractors. That was our second auto. We're just starting. We're on box 1 still. Episcope, South of Scene. I thought he was in something. Maybe it was a different one. Dickerson, Cook, Compton, Gamble. We got a die cut. Oh, it's just the inaction. Upside down. Eduardo Quintero. It's got like a weird line, but it's just like I don't know. Oh, maybe it's just the outline. Wiggins and Salas refractors. And Xavier Nyans. That's a nice one. That is a top name. Houston, Matthew Beninato. We'll put it on the bottom because it's a base auto. Xavier Nyans, first round pick for Houston. Crossland. Quentin Young. He's related to is it Delman? And Dimitri, both of them. Okay, they're related. Seth Hernandez, Anderson, and Crossland. All right, that's box 1. Not a bad start. Hopefully we can get more, but only one color auto out of the 3. Oh, are they brothers or cousins or something? I don't like Cincinnati prospects. I went really big on one a few years ago, and it did not pan out. I think it was, well, I think it's been a while. I think it was like 2020. It was like, it was Austin Hendrick. He was like a first round, like 12th overall pick. I got a ton of his stuff, and he was a bum. Southison is your cousin? Oh, did you name names? I'm sorry, I didn't even see. Oh, I do see Hendrick up there now. Oh, I remember Jay. I remember him pulling a big Jay back when he was up. I think it was in the when they had those light boxes. The colors were a blue Aiden West, a gold Colin Yeaman, and a pink Reptilian Jordan Yost. All right, sorry if I missed in the comments. Here we go, box 2. Phillips, Miura, Conrad, Witherspoon, Compton, Jesus Mate, Riggio, Eduardo Tate. Here's our auto. Gavin Fine. That's a nice one for Texas. He is one of, I think he was one of the, like I said, it's very rare on this website that I use, but I think he was one. Okay, they gave him a tier 2. But they only give like a handful of guys, like maybe 3 or 4 guys, a tier 1. But that is a big one right there. Gavin Fine. Blue Braves. Why blue? Mike Formick. Nice hit there. Harvey, Bremner, Selena, Slawinski, Gamble, LaCourse, JoJo Parker, Bowker, Cunningham. Why? Any particular reason blue? Like you just like? I like the blues a lot, but blue's my favorite color. So, all right, that's a nice Walker Jenkins purple to 250, but not a first, unfortunately. Minnesota going to Gary. Is Bodine? I do know that name. Is he the one? No, Bodine's the one they traded, right? Yeah, Bodine's with the Rays now. I thought so. Yeah, Bodine's with the Rays. He was, I don't even remember who we traded now. Nice Aqua, Arjun Namala, Tyson Lewis, and Valdez Refractors. I think we got him. Was he part of the... No, I don't remember who we traded for him. Fine, Reed, and Morris Refractors. But I know we got him. I know he came in over in the trade. Weatherholt on the X-Fractor. Monroe, and there's a Steel Hall Refractor, Cincinnati. Cade Anderson, Theo Gillen, and C.J. Gray are the refractors. Yeah, that's right. You're right. The pit for Baz. Yep. Yeah, I knew he was drafted by the Orioles, but yeah. That was a great trade. I was excited. I'm fine with that trade. Oh, we got. All right, this one's non-auto. Josh Owens, green grass to 99. Nolan Schubert, yellow auto for Cleveland. We know that's going to Cody. There you go, Cody. Let's see where he ranks on the Cleveland scale. All right, he's not too high. He's one of a lower tier, but we'll take a yellow auto, Cody. And we'll sleeve up the Josh Owens for Mike on the green grass. Oh, man, it's weird seeing Leo DeVry in an Oakland uniform. I know he got traded, but I think this is probably his first product with an Oakland uniform. All right, we got Joswar. That's a nice one for San Francisco. 150, Joshua Gonzalez. And then for Yankees, we got a Pico Con to 199. That's going to Sean. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. And I have noticed that that website I use is not always right. There's a Willits, but it's one of the ones I've used for years, and I like the way they list it, and makes it easy for me to follow through when we're doing a break. We got a Nick Becker, green 99. That's Seattle, going to Zach Stiles. JoJo Parker, Devin Taylor, Walker Jenkins, Lorenzo, and Bottomer refractors. Bazana, Moss, and Gray refractors. Our in action is Andrew Salas, Ching San Ko refractor, and Max Clark. So this should be an auto. What's up, Paul? How you doing, man? How was the surgery? Nyans, Mitch Voigt, Livingston, and Mitchell refractors. All right, and Tayton Gray, purple for Tampa Bay. That's going to Richard Delgado. Tayton Gray, 3rd round pick, high school. He's a Ray, so I'm good with that. I don't know. I know we were talking about, I don't remember his first name right now. Young, he's related to Delman Young and Dimitri Young. I don't remember which one he's the son of. I'm trying to think who else. I know, the Yankees have... who is it? The Yankees have a son of somebody. Oh, is there a Maldonado in here? Who does he play for? I don't remember him on the checklist. What is it, Sean? Is it someone that just got elected into the Hall of Fame, I think. Hopefully you have a quick recovery, man. The Giants have a Maldonado. The only one I remember is Young, and then whichever one the Yankees have. What's his name? Jeff Kent. Kent's son. I don't know his first name, but Jeff Kent's son. He's in here for the Yankees. All right, box number 3. Andrew Salas, Mitchell, and Morey refractors. All right, we got back-to-back again. We got a Leo DeVry. That's a nice green reptilian for Oakland. Yeah, Caden Kent. That's him. He's in here. Oakland is Dom, and Jake Monroe. Angels, also Dom. Blue, Jake Monroe for the Angels. So back-to-back hits for Dom. I'm going to get started on sorting this stuff tomorrow, guys. But this probably will not ship until Monday. This is a heavy product for sleeving up. There's usually like 800 to 1,000 cards per case that have to be penny sleeved, and that takes a lot of time. So my goal will be to get both cases shipped on Monday. So if you want picks or anything like that, we got an Easton Carmichael, purple to 250. Pittsburgh going to David Reichs. If you want picks or anything like that, You want me to toss anything up on eBay for auction? Chase Shores. Usually with new releases like this, I always, just do an auction, and, it goes for what it goes for. Yeah, the sleeving, that's the rough, man. You should drive over here and sort for me, though. You're not that far away. The sorting is really not that bad on draft. It's the sleeving. The sleeving is the hard part for draft. Heritage and flagship, sorting is the hard part, but Liam Doyle, Reynel Rodriguez, Guzman, but for draft, it's the sleeving. I might have grabbed too big of a stack there. And Josiah Hartshorn refractor. Josiah Hartshorn, that's Cubs. Going to Chris Collins, refractor to $4.99. Josiah Hartshorn, 6th rounder. Yeah, you got the A's. Yeah, you have the A's. I had it right in front of me, man. Yeah, Heritage checking the... Yeah, that is a pain. But I always try to do it on camera. All right, we got a Dante Nori paper blue. Keep getting this stuff popping up. What's up, Cecil? How you doing, man? Yes, Daz. This is case 1. All right, here we go. Leo DeVry, numbered out of 25, Axis. That's going to Dom. Leo DeVry, orange to 25. We'll take that. Caden Bodine, that's a nice speckle, non-numbered, but still a nice speckle. There's a piece of a card there. All right, we got a Travis Sakura, light blue, $4.99 for the Nats. Going to Sean. I'm going to try to pick up the pace. I just looked. I'm going pretty slow. And I know since we're breaking both cases tonight, I'm going to try to pick it up a little bit. JJ. All right, in action is Billy Carlson. We got a Hagen Smith and an Alfredo Duno refractor. And here's our auto. Another one. Is this the one we just hit? Jake Monroe. Angels. This is the same guy we just hit. Yep, we hit him in a blue, and now we hit him in a base. Angels is Dom. Is that right, Tony? Flores and Arnold. All right, that's 3 in the books. Got a couple of nice autos so far. Unfortunately, they're both base, so we're looking for some color autos. But yeah, I mean, it probably... Again, to sort this break, it's not that bad because the paper is a spot all its own, so you don't have to worry about sorting that. You just gotta sort the chrome stuff, but yeah, 4 or at least 800 to 1,000 cards because I penny sleeved every single Bowman chrome first, so nothing's on my mind. Not right now. It's been a crazy week. Ella had a fever on Sunday, so we kept her home Monday, and Monday she acted fine all day. Oh, really? Because of the hits, or what? I don't usually like super jumbos. But, and then she went to school on Tuesday, got home from school on Tuesday, and she had a fever. So she stayed home today. She's going to have to stay home tomorrow. We're trying our best to keep anybody else from getting sick because Amelia has her homecoming this week. So, all right, box 4. Yes, Nelson. Disney already shipped. I don't have any. Everything shipped. I don't have anything in hand right now to ship. See, there's Caden Kent. What round was he? Third rounder. Caden Kent. Irish, Richie, and Spencer Jones refractors. And Max Bellew. Blue Wave Auto. Colorado out of 150. This name sounds familiar. I think that's Justin. Yes, Justin Pierce. Not yet, Tony. Oh, man. Ella had the flu before Christmas, but it, like, literally lasted, like, a day. But I don't know what she has right now. I don't know what it is. Gamble and Jimenez refractor. So, again, we're just hoping the baby doesn't get it and Amelia doesn't get it since she has the big homecoming. All right. JoJo Parker. I wish that had ink on it. That's a nice one. Going to Sean, even though it's not an auto. Blue color match. Top prospect. We'll take that. JoJo Parker. Jackson Wiggins on the light blue. Brasenio and Quintero on the refractors. What is this? Numbered to 35. What is this? Yo, what's up, Sean? I didn't realize you were watching, my guy. SP? Why are they numbered? SPs have never been numbered. It's not coming up at... let me see. I don't see anything on the checklist. Error? You say error card? I don't see anything on the checklist. It doesn't look like a different image. Oh, Bowman logo fractor is numbered to 35. Bowman logo fractor. Yeah, I don't have a clue. It says it's called a Bowman logo fractor. It's not a collegiate card. He's not in a college uniform. It says number to 35 are Bowman logo fractors. So, no idea. Congrats. Going to Chris. I know you guys want to keep going. So, going to Chris. Eli Willits, Compton, and Curly are the refractors. I know there's not. But I saw the numbering, so here's Quentin Young. He is... No, he's his uncle's, not his dad. Crossland. Joswar. There's a Willits refractor. Miguel Syme refractor. Billy Carlson, Luis Pena, Lies, and Walcott refractor. Yeah, please do. That's what's coming up as number to 35. We got a Gavin Turley Aqua Wave to 125. I think he's been in a lot of his nephews. He's been in a lot of Leaf stuff. Irish, LaCourse, and Gonzalez refractors. This should be, I think, our auto here. Bodine, Witherspoon, and Cohen refractors. Matthew Fisher, that's a refractor to $4.99. Philadelphia, I do not remember who took Philadelphia. Philly is Matt Shelby. It says they're nephews of both of them. He's the nephew of both of them. I think, I'm not going to say it, but yeah, it said he was the nephew of both of them, so I'm not sure whose son he is, but I guess his dad wasn't a baseball player. There's a light blue, Kevin McGonigal, Eric Buchanan to $4.99. See, there's the Duno again. It looks the exact same. There's nothing different about it other than the fact it has the numbering on there. I have to look on eBay and see if there's any other logo fractors up there to compare what it's supposed to look like or what they're supposed to be. Eli Willits, Davalin, and JT Quinn. Gavin Fine. The in-action Josh Hammond. Refractors are Thomas and Carson Benj. That should be an auto. Southison, Gage Wood, and Mason Peters refractors. In action, Billy Carlson, wave auto. There's no numbering on this. Yes, to 75. Going to Matthew Beninato. In action, wave to 75. It's hard to see the numbering, but it's down there. That's a really nice one. We hit a really nice in action last year. Connor Griffin at a draft. Yeah, Carlson's nice. He's a big one in here. Alrighty. Moving on, that's halfway of case 1. Yeah, that's what it says on the checklist. Logo fracture to 35, but there's nothing that suggests in any way or shape or form that there's like it's a logo fracture. I don't know what's supposed to be different about it. It's just like, it looks just like a base refractor that they slapped a 35 on. So if anybody else is looking, if you guys missed out on your teams or you're looking for Bowman draft, I'm out of cases. I'm probably not getting any more, but I do have a half case coming. So we'll do that next week. I'm going to be doing Sapphire this weekend, Ginter X, and then the half case of draft. Those are my next 3 breaks. Maybe not in that order, but Sapphire's definitely next. All right, starting the second half. Jesus Mate. Is that an auto? Yes, we have a gold. That's what we want to see. Irish and Jacobs refractor. Make you guys sweat it out a minute. Seth Hernandez, Billy Carlson on the refractor. Another gold or maybe a yellow this time. This is a yellow. Johnny Slowinski, yellow 75. That is Angels. Johnny Slowinski, which I believe is Dom. Yep, Dom, Angels. Joshua Luga on the light blue. Josh Owens on the X-Fractor. Charles Davalin refractor. Namala Kilby refractor. Fritton refractor. Some of these are Kate Anderson, Waldschmidt score. Some of these are off-center pretty heavily. We got a Tate Southison on the steel refractor. That is a first rounder Atlanta. Going to Drew. Tate Southison to 100. First rounder on the steel auto. Not a blue, but we'll take that. Maldonado. Oh, that's who you're talking about, right? Cameron Maldonado, San Francisco. And we got a Jacob Morrison blue paper to 150 and Gage Wood on the base auto for Philly. That's going to Matt Shelby. He's a first rounder. That's a first rounder for Philly. That's pretty nice then. Not as familiar with Philly. Philly's one of the teams I'm not familiar at all with. Zaire Hope, Yeeman, and Slowinski. Oh, let's sleeve up the blue Jacob Morrison. All right, we still got the gold right there. Let's go to the third stack. I'll come back to the gold. We got a Riley Quick, green to 99. He's first rounder. That's Minnesota. Going to Gary. Wood is a first. Yeah, Wood was a first rounder. Yeah. Seems like we're getting not that much paper color, which I'm guessing they are going. Well, you can't get that. Never mind. I was gonna say they probably loaded that up in megas, but Kalen Culpepper on the yellow reptilian for Gary. That's going to Minnesota. First rounder, just not this year. Bazana, Hedges, and Russell. Bodine. We got a George Lombard, LaGrange, and Pratt refractors. Here's our auto. Jake Cook, that is Toronto. Going to Sean. Jake Cook. Voigt, Kepley, and McKenzie. All right, let's see. We got on the gold auto. Malachi Witherspoon. That is Detroit. Second rounder, Malachi Witherspoon. I'm not familiar. That's going to Eric Buchanan. He's their only rookie or auto. He's their chase because he's their only one. Detroit, we'll take a gold auto though. Malachi Witherspoon going to Eric Buchanan. All right. 3 to go in case one. Every time I open one of these boxes, I'm hoping for a snack. Not yet. But yeah, I'll probably post Sapphire on Saturday to break on Sunday. I bought it last week and I didn't realize I buy from this guy all the time, and usually he drop ships it to me, but he couldn't drop ship this one to me. And I didn't realize he lived in Washington, and it said it wasn't going to be here till this weekend, and then all of a sudden it showed up. So it's here. I was going to post, I just didn't want to load up with us trying to fill draft too. So we'll do Sapphire this weekend, 3 boxes. Yeah, this is hobby. And then I don't know if my Bowman draft half case will be here in time or not, but we'll do Bowman draft and Ginter next week. If Bowman draft's here, we'll do that first. If not, then we'll do Ginter first. All right, box 6. Curly, I got not a full case of Ginter X, but it's 10 boxes, so I'm going to do 5 at a time. You can claim in 5 or you can claim in 10. Max Williams, Miami. Max Williams, Miami. I think that's Gary. Yep, Gary with the Max. Morey, Witherspoon, and Klein refractors. Nyans, Caden Bodine, and whatever that other guy's name was, refractors. Topps Chrome Update Sapphire. We got a Gabe Davis on the pink Reptilian to 199 White Sox going to Matthew Beninato. Yeah, Topps Chrome Update Sapphire, 3 boxes. Matt Barr, Bazana, and Jenkins on the refractors. This is your first ever Bowman break? No way. Schubert, McGonigal, Seth Hernandez refractor, and there's a Southison refractor. Liam Doyle, Kahn, and Dickerson refractors. One of these has to be our auto. Miguel Syme Jr., green to 99, and Matthew Fisher, purple to 250. That is Philadelphia going to Matt Shelley. Philadelphia's done pretty well. That's like their 3rd auto already. And that one's going to Sean. Yeah, I knew you did Leaf, but I didn't know this was your first Bowman. That's Bowman's tricky, dude. That's going to happen. Willits, Watson, and Frey. It's a problem with Bowman. There's a lot of skunks. Caleb Wing on the Aqua Wave 125 for the Cubs. I think we said Cubs was Chris earlier. Yep, Chris Collins. Connor Griffin, Essenberg, and Episcope. We got a Sammy Stafura, former Pirate. I think he's a Pirate. Yep, Pirate. Former Red, I mean. He is a Pirate now, clearly, to 499. Bodine, JJ, Hammond, and Miller refractors. Leaf is a lot harder, it's possible, but a lot harder to skunk in. We got an in-action Kevin McGonigal, Arias, and Escobar on the refractors. This should be our auto, I think. Green. Do they usually have green autos in here? Got new for draft. Yost and Cook refractors, and Ty Harvey, 99. San Diego goes to Chris Meehan. Ty Harvey on the green to 99. That it is. That's true, Sean. That's the beauty of any Bowman product is one big hit could make up for multiple skunks. Alright, we got 2 boxes to go. We need to pick it up. Like, we got a couple of good autos. We got the nice Billy Carlson auto, but we need some bigger name color autos. Our best our big first round autos have been base. I don't know why I thought they didn't have green in draft. I know green is usually like a retail thing, which I know they don't have draft retail, but also if you want more Bowman draft, I will have mega boxes, but those don't release for 2 more weeks. So I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do. I have 3 cases of megas. I was trying to get 1 more so we could do my usual 4-caser, but I don't know what we're going to do with them. We could do 1 big 3-case break, or we could do a 1 and a 2, or 3 1s. I haven't fully decided yet. Alright, box number 7. Let's start on the left this time. Light blue, we got a Mitch Voigt. That is Mets, which I believe is Dom, $4.99. Billy Carlson, Seth Hernandez refractor. Bazana, Kahn, and Southison. And we have a Jefferson Rojas on the yellow Reptilian to 75. And Malachi Witherspoon on the purple to 250. Going to Eric. We'll put that up there with the gold. And the Jefferson Rojas. Going to Chris. Nope. Not yet, Tony. No Diamondbacks. Voigt, Essenberg, and Killen. Cade Anderson. I don't know why that one's in the middle of the stack. Kent, Lombardi, and Lombard. Fouch on the X-Fractor. Young, Nelson, and Elwanger. Cade Anderson, Witherspoon, and Celestin refractors. We got a Cade Anderson prize prospects to 150. And a JJ Weatherholt Aqua Reptilian 125. Nice one for St. Louis. And this is the big chase for Seattle. Unfortunately, it's insert to 150. Carlson, Voigt, Bodine refractor, and Escobar. It's a black auto for Kansas City. Cameron Millar to 10. Oh, and an extra auto with it. AJ Russell. Usually there's one auto per stack. That one's for Texas. Going to Mike. And this is for Kansas City. Going to Nelson. Cameron Millar. Black auto out of 10. Here's a nice Kansas City auto for you, Nelson. Black out of 10. The lowest numbered card of the night. McGonigal, and Taylor. No, we haven't actually gotten that many pitchers. We only have 4 pitcher autos. Only 4 pitcher autos so far. Watson and Jenkins refractors. Well, now 5. J.T. Quinn, second rounder for Baltimore, going to Scott McKenty. JoJo, Arias, and Frey. Fine, Bazana, and Carmichael refractors. We got a Jacob Morrison, yellow to 75. Going to Dez. There was a lot of pitchers drafted high, though. Hagen Smith, Curley, and West refractors. All right. 1 to go. One last final box of case 1. Looks like we're right at an hour. All right, last one. I hate to say it. I don't like being negative, but it hasn't been the best case, in my opinion. We got some low-numbered autos, but we kind of missed out on the big names there. The big name, the couple of first round pick autos that we do have are not numbered other than the Carlson. But again, that's an insert auto versus a Bowman Chrome first. Like if the Carlson would have been, you know, a numbered first auto, that would be huge. Which is still a great hit, but inserts don't carry quite the weight as the first would. Yes, last box. We need something big here. Maybe one of those like black autos with the gold ink, or a superfractor. We got a superfractor in Bowman Chrome. Let's do it again. Alright, here we go. Last box. Maybe I'll find the 3 autos and save them for the very end of the break. There's one. McGonagall, Gray, and Root. Nyans, we'll take that. Xavier Nyans, Aqua Wave, 125, Houston. Houston is Matthew Beninatto. Might be the only one having a really good break. Houston got the base auto and the color now. Irish, Kent, and Fleming refractors. Alright, X-Fractor, Brecht. Harmon and Phillips refractors. Killen, Made, and Miura refractors. Or Made. I think his name is Made, actually. Blue, that's our second auto. Killen, Neville, and Owens refractors. Oh, we got a Spotlight. That's a case hit. Those are like way hard to hit unless they changed it. Spotlights are very hard to hit, I believe. They changed it a couple years ago. Dominic Fritton, light blue, Tampa Bay, $4.99. That could be a game changer. JoJo, Ricardo, and Harvey refractors. I don't know. Does anyone have the pack odds on those or the whatever? Made, Sneed, and Bremner refractors. I don't think they're case hits, though. I think it's like one in, I don't even know how many cases. Unless they changed the pack odds. Which, I don't think it tells you pack odds anymore. Yeah, I don't think it tells you pack. It doesn't tell me pack odds up here. It might tell you on Topps website, but they're usually like one in every like 6 cases or something. Bremner, Castillo, and Culpepper refractor. All right, we got purple. Looks like a purple auto there. Arnold, Lampkin, and Conrad. All right, let's get the base auto out of the way. Actually, it's a refractor. Mitch Voigt. That's a first rounder for the Mets. Going to Dominic Cordone. 700 or something? Wow, that would be insane because there's what? 12, 48 packs, so that's like one in every 14 cases. All right, purple next. Actually, we got a yellow reptilian in front of it. Ethan Frey. And Riley Quick, purple auto. That's Minnesota. That's a first round pick, actually. That's going to Gary. And Ethan Frey, that's Houston. Yellow Reptilian, that's going to Matthew Beninatto. All right, our last auto is another pitcher. Marcus Phillips, another first rounder, though. Glenn Nickerson, blue pitcher auto. All right, and our Bowman Spotlight. I think is there one or two cards here? There's 2. What's behind it? All right. We got a Brody Brecht Aqua Reptilian. Colorado is Justin Pierce. And Killen, Gavin Killen, San Francisco, going to Lance. Pretty sure that was like the last team left. Gavin Killen, that's a big one there. Bowman Spotlight is big. Gavin Killen. I'm trying to see if they don't have pack odds up here either. No pack odds. All right. Let's move this out of the way. I got to get another box. Oh, sorry. Hit the cord. My fault. We'll do the recap as well in just a second. So let me clear off the desk. Timothy, yeah, man, we hit. Astros did pretty well. They were one of the teams that did well in this case. All right. Paper colors. We got Fritton to $4.99, Voigt $4.99, Stafura $4.99, Quick to $99, Morrison to $150, McGonigal $4.99, Sakura $4.99, Nori to $150, Becker to $99, and Curley to $4.99. Chrome. We got the Brody Brecht $125, Ethan Frey $75, Morrison to $75, Cade Anderson to $150, JJ to $125. Rojas $75, Caleb Wing $125, Miguel Syme Jr. $99, Gabe Davis $199, Culpepper $75, Slowinski $75, Turley $125, Duno $35, Carmichael $250, Leo DeVry $99, Pico Khan $199, Joswar $150, Josh Owens $99, Walker Jenkins $250, Aiden West $150, Yeeman to $50, and Yost to $199. Stay here, guys. We're gonna do the second break. We're just gonna do one video since most of you guys are already here. Base autos: Max Williams, Jake Cook, Jake Monroe, Brandon Compton, J.T. Quinn, A.J. Russell, and Gage Wood. Numbered autos. We got blue to $150, Marcus Phillips, $250, Riley Quick, Matthew Fisher $250 and $4.99, Ty Harvey $99, Max Bellew $150, Josiah Hartshorn $4.99, Jake Monroe $150, Tayton Gray $250, Nolan Schubert $75, and Mason Neville $250. All right, on the board, I'll go ahead and get rid of the insert. Is it Arrivals? It says Axis, right? Pretty sure it's Axis. Axis, Leo DeVry to $25. I have to look, Des. No, Brady Ebel is their best chase. He's a shortstop. That's their biggest chase. Let's get rid of the Southison to 100 on the steel. Let me lay these out. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna put the nines together. All right, I'm not familiar with this guy, so we're gonna get rid of the Malachi Witherspoon, purple to 250 and gold to 50. Then we're gonna get rid of that one's numbered. I'm not familiar with this guy. Cameron Millar, black auto to 10. Get rid of the JoJo Parker, very nice blue, but it is not an auto. Gavin Fine, base auto. Mitch Voigt, refractor auto to $4.99. Xavier Nyans, Aqua Wave to $125 and base auto. We do the Billy Carlson in action wave auto to $75 and our Gavin Killen Spotlight Gavin Killen Spotlight. Oh, I sure hope so. Do you have Kansas City in the next case? Alright, stay right here. We're going to keep, like I said, same video. Let me just get an empty box. Oh, here they are. Empty box. Case 2. We can't keep the same trash bag. And let me switch over on the posts. Case 2. Alright. Lee Tony, Arizona. Atlanta, Drew Burke. Lance has Baltimore. Jonathan Van Vliet, Boston. Chris Collins, Cubs. Dominic, White Sox. Chris Collins, Cincinnati. Cody Kovac, Cleveland. Justin Pierce, Colorado. Lee Tony, Detroit. Houston to Timothy Corpelius. Mike Formick, Kansas City. Dominic with Angels and Dodgers. Cody, Miami. Justin Pierce, Milwaukee. Jonathan Van Vliet, Minnesota. Dominic, Mets. Sean Finney, Yankees. Dominic, Oakland. Matt Shelby, Philly. Sean Klink, Pitt. Matt Shelby, San Diego. Lance, San Francisco and Seattle. Leroy Reed, St. Louis. Lance, Tampa Bay. Texas to Chris. Toronto and Washington, Sean. And Paper, Alex. Oh, I need to tag a few new people. Let me just tag everybody that's in this one just so we know. You might already be in here, but you're getting a tag again. Just so there's no issues. No one can say, hey, you didn't tag me. Not that any of you guys would say that, but it has happened. Usually I do 2 separate videos, but most of you guys that are in case 1 are also in case 2, and most of you guys are already here. So, all right, let's go. Hope this case is going to be better, and we're going to find a snack pack. Yeah, it used to be in Bowman Draft. I used to be able to. They used to put the paper color right after the paper, but the autos and stuff are always mixed in with the chrome. How did your personal box go, Drew? And usually I can open a pack, take out the paper, and separate the chrome, and we can just quickly do it like that. But with all the hits being right after the paper, I don't want to spoil the auto. Did you get to open it early like you thought, or did you have to wait? Oh, I know you would, Will. Why can't Topps make all packs like Bowman? Like these packs, you bailed on it. These packs rip open so much easier than like Heritage and some of these other packs. You bailed on it to get in my break, didn't you? That's what it was. All right, here we go. Case 2 underway. Nyans, Lugo, and Gray. Our first auto, Mitch Voigt, right out of the bat, right out of the gate, a first round pick auto. We ended or nearly ended with him, and Dominic has him. Both cases. Put them up top for right now. Mitch Voigt, you the man, Drew. Appreciate it. Going to Dom. I know Dom likes his Mets autos as a fan of the Mets, but he hates his Met autos because that means he's There's a fine refractor. That means he's keeping them. Can't flip a Met. Dakota Jordan. Miss Selena, Wiggins, and there's a refractor Steel Hall. Again, I do have a half case for next week, but other than that, and Megas. Megas at the end of the month. That's it. The first year they've ever done Megas. Dean Moss for Bowman Draft, so we'll see how that goes. Killen, Anderson, and Benj refractors. Actually, Anderson is the big one for Seattle, so we will put that in the pile since it's a refractor. Top load pile. We got a Billy Carlson, Youngerman, and Curly. Sometimes they are. There's a purple Nolan Sailors. That is Kansas City. Nolan Sailors. That's going to Mike Formick. Mike, autos in both breaks, man. DeVry, Shores, and Gray refractors. Here's a Jesus Made Blues, the big name, but not a first. That's going to Justin Pierce. Brady Ebel, Matt Barr, and Cohen refractors. Josh Owens on the light blue, $4.99. Texas. Who's got Texas this time? Chris. Chris, are you going to try and make it through the night, or are you already logged off? Maury, Condon, and Jimenez refractors. Bodine, Kilby, Neville, and Gonzalez. Damn, Marino. I hope we do, man. I've never hit one of the NFL players, so I hope we do. Anderson's Andrew Salas, Caminiti, and Mitchell refractors. And this looks different. It's an auto, but it looks like an insert auto. Nyans, Obermueller, and Spencer Jones. George Lombard, green /99. What is this one? Oh, achromatic autograph. Lombard /99 going to Sean Finney. George Lombard on the achromatic. Sean, you still here? Alright, that seems to be a better start than case one. There's Sean. Yeah, that's actually a cool looking auto. The darker background. I was talking to a friend the other day. We were talking about Bowman Draft prices and stuff, and I get it, guys. Trust me. If it wasn't so expensive, I'd get way more cases. I know how expensive this stuff is, but my first break was just a random top 2018 Topps Chrome Update retail break. When Chrome Update was only at Target, everyone was chasing Ohtani and Acuna and Soto, but once my first real official hobby break was 2018 Bowman Draft Super Jumbo. I only did a half case, and it was after release, but Super Jumbo would have been less than half of what they are now. Back then, I got a half case for $1,100 or something. Drew, we're only on box one, man. We got you. We got a gold Ryan Waldschmidt. There's our first Diamondback tonight. Going to Lee Tony. Yeah, it's crazy how prices have gone since 2018. Absolutely crazy. Excuse me, J.D. Thompson, base auto, Milwaukee's, their second rounder, going to Justin. Morey, Hodge, and Valdez. Yeah, we need to get you a nice Atlanta auto. We got you a nice, decent Atlanta card in the first one, but not an auto. Here's a Sean Youngerman, Steel to 100. Philadelphia went to Matt Shelby. I think you had him in both cases. There's a nice light blue Brimner, Smith and Miller refractors. The heck is this? Did they forget to make a card? I feel like that should be sleeved up. It's just like an empty card stock. Like that was where an insert should have been. Yeah, right, exactly, Sean. And then what was it? 2020? Was it 2020 or 2021 with Dominguez? I remember the Yankees being like $1,200 for a spot. These are, is it just a card stock that they didn't print? I want that silver card. I don't, I mean, do we just random it? I mean, I don't really know what we do with that. Does that really have value? There's no way that could have that much value. Oh, wow. There's one that just... Wow. There's some graded ones. Those are old ones, though. Okay. I guess we'll random it. Yeah, and then a couple years later, Volpe became the big one in there. I guess we'll random it. The last one sold for $60. We're not going to random it to the whole room, but we'll random it to every team. And if you own the team, you can have you get the card. Oddly enough, we're fighting for a blank card. This must be an image variation. Yep. Image variation, Liam Doyle. That's going to Leroy Reed. Liam Doyle image variation. Yeah, Yankees were crazy. I remember we had one guy that took them in every case. Here's an Aqua Reptilian, Caden Kent for the Yankees. But like I said, Dominguez was huge back then, but then a couple years later, he wasn't as big. I think did he get hurt or something? And then all of a sudden, Volpe was the big chase from that year. And I remember like hitting a bunch of Volpes. Like I felt bad because I wasn't hitting any Dominguez. Tyler Brimner, there's a big one. First round, second overall pick in a purple, going to our closer, Dominic Cordone. Is it? I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Cordone or Cordonay? I don't know if I've ever asked you. Cordone, Tyler Brimner, purple. That's a big hit. Second overall pick for the Angels. That's easily our biggest hit of the night, and we're only on box 2. And another Billy Carlson with the light blue, $4.99. White Sox also goes to Dominic. Yep, I had to make sure. Who hurt their shoulder? Kent? Carlson, Namala, and Cunningham. Luis Pena. This is the logo fractor again, but there's nothing about this. Let me find a regular. What is different? What are the code's the same? How is it any different? I don't know. Either way, it's 12 of 35 for Milwaukee. I don't know how it's any different, but JJ, Quentin Young, refractor. Zaire Hope, Mitchell, and something. Refractors. Here's a nice blue. Oh, well. I guess the blue's not the auto. Cade Obermueller. Philadelphia is loading up Matt Shelby. Refractor auto, $4.99. It's not any different. I didn't think it was. It looked the exact same in the first case. I don't know what the point of it is. McConaughey, hey, Eduardo Tate. And extra auto. Liam Doyle. Blue Wave 150. That's our 5th overall pick right there. So 2 color top 5 pitcher autos. Leroy Reed. Wait, yeah, St. Louis. Leroy Reed. I was like, I got the wrong name. 2 top 5 color pitcher autos. Obviously, we want hitters, but there are some pitchers that we will make exceptions for. 2 really good autos to start case 2. Drew, we still got time, Drew. We still got time. Don't give up on me yet. Yep, Doyle. I know Steve's going to be upset because St. Louis did not do well in the first case, and they are killing it here in the second case. No, I get it, Drew. Yeah, but you still need something for you, my guy. We need something for Atlanta. Oh yeah, Dominguez, yeah. And it's crazy is Dominguez. I said I didn't hit any Dominguez autos. I hit a Dominguez green auto in a Bowman blaster case back then, and that was the one time in the 7 years that I've been breaking that a card went missing. It was shipping from me, North Carolina, to California, and I'm gonna take off these pants. There's shorts on underneath. This is not OnlyFans. There are shorts on underneath. But it's hot up here. But it got scanned that it was out for delivery, and it never got delivered. And I was smart. I put insurance on it. The post office refused to pay the insurance. So I had to reimburse the buyer of the break for the cost of that card, not the buy-in, because it is my responsibility to not just get the cards to the post office or wherever. It's my responsibility to get you the cards. I had to pay out $2,000 Roonies. Man, Philly again. Gage Wood, first round pick, auto, refractor to $4.99. Philly has gotten multiple autos in both cases so far tonight. Jamie Arnold, Eli Willits refractor, Fellman. We need something for Washington. Pants are optional. Hey, if it brings out the Atlanta hits, right? Who cares? Murph Gray, that is a purple to Pitt. To $250. Ty Harvey, Compton, and Carmichael refractors. You gotta pay extra for that, though. Of course, and Escobar refractors. Hopefully it got a 10, which I guess it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, I was mad, man. I was like, oh, I bought insurance. No worries. I was like, they'll take care of me. No, they wouldn't. They denied me 3 times. Pena, Richardson, and Southlesson refractors. I will never buy insurance through the post office again. Gavin Fine. Let's go. Aqua Lava 199. Texas. Chris Collins, baby. This is the case. I'm stacking all the boxes right here. Hopefully you guys can still see them. So I can put this front and center. Gavin Fine. This is the case right here. Case 1 is looking like trash. Let's see if I can think of any new slang when I was at work the other day. Landon Harmon, blue to 150. The kids were trying to teach me some new slang, or they were just using it, and I was asking them, like, what the heck does that mean? I don't even know what it is. Right, what's the point of getting insurance? Right. So, like, when I first filed the claim, I used eBay comps to proof of value. And they're like, oh, no, that's not how it works. You gotta, there's a Kalen Culpepper light blue to $4.99. They're like, you bought, I had to explain everything. Like, oh, well, you have to, give us the receipt for the case that you bought, and we'll reimburse you for that. And I think the case at the time was like $1,000. So it wasn't as much as the card, because it was a $2,000 card. There were plenty of direct comps for $2,000 back then. But I was like, all right, at least I'll get some of my money back. And then I'm like, nope, you don't get it. Nope, that didn't work. So Eli Willits, Becker, and Pena. I never will buy insurance through the post office ever again. If I do have to buy insurance, I will go UPS or FedEx. Brady Ebel, Gamble, and Frey. And looks like we got a green coming up. Oh, same thing happened again. There's a Jordan Yost base auto, but that's another first-round pick. That's going to Tony. There you go, Tony. You don't have to retire. Jordan Yost, first-round pick, base auto. Same thing happened earlier. I showed the wrong car. Or I didn't show the wrong car, but I didn't realize the auto was in the back. Spencer Jones. That's a... Is he supposed to make it up this year? I know, was it last year or 2 years ago? He was like, oh man, was like nuts, and like, didn't he have like a huge spring training or something? And I remember like it might have been a couple years ago, but at the time it was when Topps was refunding everybody for Wander Franco redemptions, because I had an open redemption for Wander Franco. And they sent me a Spencer Jones auto in replace, which was nowhere near the value of the Franco, or nowhere near what I paid for it. But at the time, I think the Spencer Jones was like it was a Bowman Best auto, but it was like $100, and that's pretty good for Bowman Best. Which again, I don't know when Bowman Best is supposed to come out, because they had on the top website that pre-orders were coming out for Bowman Best, and then they took them away. I heard there was some printing issues, but we've already, Series 1 pre-orders are already over, and they still haven't done Best, so I ordered the crap out of Series 1. Hey, works fine with me, man. Yankees suck is good for me. I ordered, at this point in time, I have 5 cases of Series 1, so I'm excited for Series 1. I like the rookie checklist, so I hope you guys are ready for some Series 1. Nyans Co. Russell refractor. Auto. Another one for Cody. Dean Curley refractor to $4.99. This is their second round pick. Is this? I think this is their best. Is this their best chase in here? I think it is. Yep, this is Cleveland's best chase. We got a numbered Cade earlier, Cecil, but it was a insert number. No autos. JJ, Reed, and Tibbs. There's Cody. All right, who's Cody? I didn't know you were still in here. Chris must not be in here. I haven't seen him comment. Aqua Wave, Hagen Smith, 125. White Sox is Dom. Fine. Bellew, Grauer, Refractor. Organizing. Is he in Series 1? I haven't even seen him in there. I forgot about Schlittler. Will he be in Series 1? Because he was such a late call-up. What are you organizing, Cody? Hey, Chris is still here. Nolan Sailors, that's Kansas City. $4.99. I didn't think you were going to make it, Chris. Gillen, Nyans Refractor. We got Billy Carlson, Livingston, and Wing. You should have a few options. Gavin Killen, another nice first round base auto. That is, I think Lance got him twice. Yes, Lance got him in both cases. Gavin Killen. This case is way... This case, we could stop right now, and this half case would be better than the first case. There's two here. Is there another auto? Monroe and Turley. There is another auto coming up. We got a JoJo Parker. Green Reptilian, 99. Another one for Sean. Toronto. Gotten a nice JoJo in both cases. I need you a nice Willits auto. Sorry, Drew. Yeah, Drew, we couldn't. Nyans. That's Houston's first rounder with the Aqua Ray Wave. Who got Houston? Timothy. What's up, man? Are you still here? We saved you one. Xavier Nyans Aqua Ray Wave to $199. Just knock out the whole first round. Richie. We'll just get autos of every first round pick in this case. What do you guys say? Brady Ebel, Leo DeVry. Lombard, Lewis, and McKenzie. Oh, I don't think I've ever hit... If that's what I think it is, I've never hit one of those. I don't remember what they're called. Lombard, Rook Riggio, and Voigt. All right, let me clear my desk. That first case was leftover food from the previous table. They didn't finish cleaning off the table, and it was just left there by the last family that was there. And you're just like so hungry that you're just eating what they left. Yeah, Crystal. Thank you. Crystallized. Yes. I've never pulled a crystallized. So there should be an auto behind it. Maybe not. Because we already got two in the other stack. Johnny Level. Okay. Aqua Reptilian. San Francisco 125. And this looks like a green crystallized. Maybe green's the team. Oakland, baby! Jamie Arnold! That is, I'm pretty sure that is you, Dom. Don't you have Oakland? Yes, crystallized Jamie Arnold. I thought it was going to be a green color, but it clearly is not. Bam! Man, we got no room on the board. That is huge. All right, that's half, guys. So remember, next week I have a half case coming. So that right there is what we could get next week in our half case. That is the first time I've ever hit a crystallized. We really need a Willits. Like, Sean, you got Washington in both cases. We need a Willits color. I will say, which again, it's not guaranteed or anything, but in the first case, we did have a gold and a black auto. We have not hit anything better than, I think, 125 so far, auto-wise. So hopefully we got a couple really low-numbered autos. Yeah, I need a bigger board. Worst. That's right. I mean, we're not going to complain about that. And you know what? I might have another problem soon because I'm almost out of stands. But, yeah, well, I hope we haven't gotten an orange auto tonight either, which I'm going to have to move this one up here. All right, here we go. JoJo, Reimer, and Quinn. Adonis Guzman. Pittsburgh is Sean Klink. Adonis, that is not the Pittsburgh player we want. Something for Sean, but not enough. We need something big for Sean. He's got bukus. Big teams. 3 big teams here. Couple people in here we still need some hits for. Slowinski. Gray and Morales. Guzman, why do you say that? And Briggs McKenzie, yellow 75. That's going to Drew Burke. Briggs McKenzie, yellow. Alright, I need another pack of top loaders. Yeah, but that is not the Pittsburgh we're chasing. We need a Seth Fernandez. Briseño. Hope. Lampkin. Duno. Killen. Ricardo and Middleton refractors. An auto coming up here. We got Michael Lombardi on the green reptilian. That's Kansas City for Mike Formick. And we got another Aqua Ray Wave. Michael Lombardi. Aqua Ray Wave. That's Mike Formick as well to 199. Second round pick. All right, Drew. Right now, this is the box. There's a Seth base. Cunningham, Kent, and Walcott refractors. Got 2 more hits coming up here. Connor Griffin, prized prospects to 150. That's Pitt going to Sean. And Justin Lampkin, pink reptilian, 199, Kansas City, Mike. That happens a lot more than you would think. I don't know how or why, but it does. Or it seems to, anyway. We got a nice green Gage Wood. Isn't he the first rounder? He is for Philadelphia, going to Matt Shelby. Willits, Made, Sloan, Quick. J.B. Middleton, blue to 150. That's Colorado. Going to Justin. You think so? For number 1 overall pick, you You can give up on them already? Made, Yeeman, and Caldwell. You watch a lot of college baseball, Sean, because it definitely sounds like it. Or do you just, like, know your draft picks? Hammond, Level, and Peters. Looks like a purple coming up. Should be an auto. Sneed and Morey refractors. Chase Shores, purple. That is Angels going to Dominic. Chase Shores, purple auto. Alright, I don't think we got anything for the board on that box, so that was our intermission right there. Our intermission before we get going a little hot and heavy in this second case. Before we reveal a snack. I was hoping there was a snack pouch. Oh, how far? Is that pretty close to you? I don't follow much college baseball. I mean, I used to a little bit when I was younger because I had a few classmates that I played for, or I played with. I had a few of them playing at different colleges, ECU, NC State, and typically, like, the state of North Carolina as a whole, like, we have great college baseball teams, but I haven't in a long, long time. I think the only college sport I follow on a regular basis is Duke, which now that I think about it, I think I forgot they had a game tonight. Basketball game. Alright, here we go. Box 6. Jenkins, Monroe, Forbes, Steel Hall, another colored first rounder. I had to stop and think for a second. Blue, Cincinnati, Chris Collins. I'm going to have to put this in the back. Blue to 150, Steel Hall. Huge hit indeed. Where did he play at? Is he Mr. Baseball? Hit 484. Wow. I don't know if Chris stuck around. Chris is having a much better case 2. He didn't hit much in case 1. There he is. Chris. Just in time. Did you see it? Landon Vidrek. Ethan Conrad's a nice light blue. Reed and Russell refractors. DeVry and Troy refractors. Josu Briseño, green to 99. That's Detroit. Going to Lee Tony. X-Fractor, Theo Gillen. Bodine, Lorenzo, and Wing. Willits, Anderson, Moss, and JoJo Parker refractor. Top load that. And Gavin Killen again. Another first round auto. Refractor auto, $4.99. We are just killing the autos right now in this case. There's a nice Caden Bodine Axis to 99, Baltimore. And a Jesus Made Pink Reptilian, $1.99. Yeah, this is the case. This is the case. Voigt, Livingston, and Nevin. This case is, yeah, making that first case look like nothingness. Tim Piacentin, Toronto. Irish, Witherspoon, and Taylor refractors. Bazana, Thomas, and Bradfield. Yes, you're right, we do. We have not hit a low-numbered color auto yet. I think 150? Is that the lowest we've gotten in this case? 150? We just need to make sure when we do hit it, it's as good as some of these other ones. JJ, Bowker, and Voigt refractors. Jamie Arnold. Oh my goodness. First round refractor art auto Jamie Arnold. Going to Dominic. Another numbered first round auto. Tell me that this case is not one of the best cases you've seen of Bowman Draft. Ever. Like the amount of first round autos we have right now. There's even a few that aren't on the board. Snack pack. Darn it. Yeah, there's a couple people that I think would agree with you, Drew, but I think for the most part, this is a case we needed. We got 2 boxes left. I still would really want to see a snack pack. I would really want to see an Eli Willits auto. And I would really like to see an Atlanta something for you, Drew. Like I said, no low-numbered autos yet. So low-numbered auto, hopefully coming. Gold or better. Here we go, box 7. What card, Nelson? JoJo Parker, Thomas, is he like a known collector? Cade Obermuller, another Philly auto to 250. That's going to Matt Shelby. Kilby. Compton and Jenkins refractor. C.J. Gray for the Angels, purple to 250. Let's do it, man. I want to see that. That would be sick. Those cards look awesome. JoJo Parker refractor. Witherspoon and Bradfield. Oh, the form from case 1. Oh, I got you. Is he like a known collector? Hope, Gamble, and Escobar refractors. We got a Condon, LaCourse, and L. Wagner. And here's our auto. Actually, what do we got? 2 autos back to back again. Very odd. Dean Moss, Aiden West refractors to get back-to-back autos. Here's a Cabe. This is the auto we just hit. Obermuller for Philadelphia. Steel. Drew has Atlanta. McGonigal, Ritchie, and Frey refractors. Green paper. We got a nice Walker Janik 99 for Houston going to Timothy. Made, Lies, and Killin refractor. Devin Taylor, green color match. That's for Oakland. Going to Dom. He's been in Leaf for a while. Killin, Wood, and something for Milwaukee. Arnold, Brysenio, and Devin Taylor refractor. Ryan Mitchell for St. Louis going to Leroy Reed, second rounder. Why is there a second round auto in a first round auto box? That's absurd. We only want first rounders. Willits refractor. All right, there's 2 numbered autos coming up, I think. First up, Billy Carlson, White Sox, going to Dominic to $4.99. And Brady Evil Blue going to Justin Pierce to $1.50. Holy crud. Back to back. First round hitters. Carlson, 10th overall. Evil, 32nd overall. Holy macaroni. Like I said, there's a few first round autos that aren't on the board. I think I have a couple over here. Let me see. Yeah, Gage Wood. Maybe we should throw him up on the board. I think he's the only one over here. But there's a Gage Wood refractor. We'll put him up there. He was a first rounder. Sean, I know that you're like about to reach through the phone or a computer or wherever you're watching and strangle me. You and Drew gonna get together. Rightfully so. This is our last and final box of a 2-case break. I don't even know. We'll have to count them at the end. How many first round autos we've gotten. I think we even got a couple of extra autos in total in this case. I'm not really sure we can complain right now about not getting a low numbered auto with as many first round. And most of, maybe not all, but most of these first round autos we're getting are numbered. Nats and Braves, that's right. That's what we need to cap this break off. Nats and Braves. Weatherhold, Essenberg, Bremner refractors. Bremner needs to top load pile. All right, base auto. Peter Kusow. Peter Kusow. All right, that's Dom for the Mets, not a first rounder. So we got two autos left, and we're already calling what they both are. So Willits, there's a Seth Hernandez refractor. Ryan Mitchell, purple for St. Louis. I don't know if I'm going to have enough top loaders up here. Might be just short. Dante Nori on the sky blue. Arias and Phillips refractors. Voigt, Witherspoon, and Conrad. Conrad can come out. All right, 2 stacks left. Not an auto. Dean Curley on the gold for Cleveland. Second rounder. It's their big chase. Going to Cody. Compton X-Fractor. Eli Willits. Not the auto we're looking for. Griffin, Davis, and Morrison. All right, there's one. It's a refractor. McGonigal, Bodine, and Miura. Alfredo Duno, blue 150, Cincinnati. And Justin Lamkin, blue chrome 150, Kansas City. I am going to need another pack of top loaders. Maury, Kahn, and Slowinski. Colin Yeeman on the light blue, $4.99, Baltimore. Lance. Carlson, Fisher, and Jacobs. Doyle, Petrie, and Staffer refractors. Bremner, Nelson, and Harvey. There's our last auto, or it should be our last auto. Alright, let me clear off before we do the last two autos. We're calling for a nice Brave auto and a Willits. We're not getting anything low numbered though. Those look like a refractor and a blue. Refractor, Mitch Voigt, a first round refractor to $4.99. Did we not already hit him? We did. That's our third Mitch Voigt of the night. And last and final auto is a Blue Wave, Devin Taylor for Oakland, 150, going to Dom. Not a first rounder, but he's another one that's been in Leaf for a while. And that is it, guys. That's it. I appreciate you guys so much. I apologize to several of you, but that was a fantastic case. Sorry, Drew. I'm very sorry, Sean. But yeah, what a case. Let's recap. Yeeman to $4.99, Duno $150, Janik $99, Piacentin $4.99, Middleton $150, Wood $99, Sailors and Culpepper and Carlson $4.99, Waldschmidt $50, and Owens $4.99. Yeah, it did. 2 hours later, man. Actually, not quite 2 hours. Lamkin $150. Curly $50, Mitchell $250, Devin Taylor $99, Obermueller $100, CJ Gray $250, Bryceño $99, Made $199, Bodine $99, Lamkin $199, Griffin $150, Lombardi $99, McKenzie $75, Johnny Level $125, Hagen Smith $125, Spencer Jones $99, Harmon $150, Gray $250, Pena $35, Kent $125, Youngerman $100, and Made $150. Appreciate you, Sean. Alright. Base autos. Peter Cuso, J.D. Thompson, Ryan Mitchell, and Adonis Guzman. Numbered autos. Obermueller $250, Shores $250, Lombardi $199, Obermueller $499, Devin Taylor $150, Curly $4.99, and Sailors $250. Alright, let me lay some of these out because we got so many autos. So many first round autos. We need to count. Well, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one, which we will have to random. The just error card. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 first-round pick autos in that case. 14. All right, we're going to get rid of this one because it's not a first-round auto. I like the look of the card. George Lombard to 99 on the Achromatic auto. We're going to get rid of the Liam Doyle variation. The JoJo Parker Green Reptilian to 99. And then let's get rid of the Gage Wood Refractor Auto to 499. Jordan Yost Base Auto. Get rid of the Brady Ebel Blue Auto to 150. Alright, let's go. Let's get rid of the Xavier Nyans to 199. Gavin Killen Base and Refractor to 499. I'm just getting random ones, like no specific order. Billy Carlson Refractor to 499. Trying to get him in draft order, actually. Jamie Arnold Refractor to 499. 2 Mitch Voits. We got a base and a refractor to 499. We got the Jamie Arnold Crystallize. I'm going to go with the Liam Doyle Blue Wave to 150. Gavin Fine Aqua Lava to 199. Steel Hall Blue to 150. And Tyler Bremner Purple to 250. Alright guys, that is it. Again, these will not ship until Monday probably. So if you want picks, you want to get stuff listed and sold really, really fast, just let me know. Hit me up sometime tomorrow and we can take care of it. Appreciate you guys. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care.